hobbies are not just for fun and relaxation. Psychologists say they play an important role in our personal development. Look how I've developed. Now in this video, I'll tell you about a hobby where all you need is a notebook, a pen, plus the motivation to try stand-up comedy. Now if you just said, no way, that's exactly what I said when a friend suggested we sign up for a comedy writing class, at the end of which we would have to do a 5-minute set in front of a live audience at a comedy club. Yikes! Now, comedian Jerry Seinfeld once said that people fear speaking in public more than death, and that the person delivering the eulogy at a funeral would actually rather be in the coffin than speaking. If that's true, then standing all alone on a stage, staring into a blinding spotlight while telling jokes to a room full of strangers has to be 1,000 times worse, right? At the time, I was a mere 62 years old, but still the oldest one in my class. Seems like every class I go to, that's pretty well the case. Anyway, at the end of the workshop, anyone who hadn't dropped out by then did their set to a packed room at a club. I was so nervous I hardly slept the night before. I couldn't eat. But as you can see, I survived. Now, since that fateful night, I've continued to do stand-up at countless open mics, comedy clubs, theaters, pubs, outside in a parking lot during the pandemic, and even in a swimming pool. I think the show would have been funnier if the pool wasn't empty. One week I actually did 6 shows, a lot for someone like me who does it strictly as a hobby. In the beginning, my material and my act outs were kind of disgusting and raunchy.
Disgusting.
For some reason I thought the edgier you were, the funnier you'd be, but that was not the case. You can see more about that on my Lily White World Instagram account, where I post both new and old short comedy clips. Now, whether you try stand-up even just once to knock it off your bucket list,
The bucket list.
do it as an interesting hobby, or you want to make a career out of it, here are a few of my personal suggestions. Yes, so these are some of my books. I put them in a box because these are the ones I'll be giving away. I've read them all. We'll never have time to read them again. So I'll put them out here on the table and I'll show you. Oh, let me see. Oh, well, this one. I don't know why this one is in here. I Hear She's a Real Bitch by Jen Agg. It's not a comedy book. Don't know how it got in there, but it's a good book. As a matter of fact, I think I'll probably keep this one. This may seem like a lot, but I've actually given a lot of them away because these were accumulated over the years. Then I also like to read about comedians themselves. Yeah, so these are some of the books I've read and learned a lot from. And there are a couple that I have not gotten into yet. One is by Carol Leafler, which I don't happen to have right now because I couldn't find it. And then there's this one here by Bob Odenkirk, comedy, drama. He's one of my favorite actors and comedians. Saw him at the Just for Laughs a couple of years ago, and it was amazing. As a matter of fact, I think one of the bookmarks in here is from the show that I went to. It was called The Living Wake of Bob Odenkirk, and here it is right here. I actually have it on my other channel, Mini Montreal Moments. It's under the playlist called Just for Laughs, which we did not have in Montreal this year, unfortunately. So those are some of the books. Read lots of books. And so now back to the rest of the video. And it really helps to record yourself on stage, whether it's a video or just an audio clip. See as many live performances as possible. Watch them on YouTube. in all, doing stand-up has done wonders for my overall feeling of well-being, self-confidence, and writing material for my comedy helps to keep my brain active and acts as a form of therapy, which I will outline in the video description below. And always record any ideas you get by writing them down or recording them into your phone, because you will forget them no matter how good they are.
You will forget it.
I'd say start with a 2 to 3 minute set and work your way up from there. Perform at as many open mics as you possibly can. And it really helps if you do what I did and take a course. Your questions and comments are welcome, so please enter them below. And don't forget to turn on notifications to be notified of new videos, because my next video, I will talk about what it is like to do stand-up comedy as an elderly female. You don't want to miss that one.